Hi there, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson, and this morning on That's My Farm, we're going to go to Tecumseh, Kansas, and we're going to visit Marty Bloomquist, who's the owner and operator of Dancing Star Ranch. As a fourth-generation stockman and farmer, Marty and her husband are trying to preserve a way of life that most of us don't get to live anymore. Come on a tour with us and visit a beautiful stone barn, beautiful fields of brome hay, and we're going to see some horses, and more horses. Stay tuned.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission. The Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Welcome to this week's That's My Farm, where we're going to meet Marty Bloomquist, a fourth-generation stockman and farmer, and we're going to discuss with her family's love for horses.
Hi everybody, my name is Marty Bloomquist, and my husband and I are the owners of the Dancing Star Ranch, located right outside of Tecumseh, Kansas in Shawnee County. We are on the historic Oregon Trail and the historic California Gold Rush Trail. What you see in the background is a historic stone barn on our property, and it was built in, according to the Shawnee County Historical Society, in 1861, and it was either used as a stable or an inn for weary prairie travelers on the Oregon and the California Gold Rush trails. This ranch is very historical. This area of the county is steeped in history because of the Oregon Trail and the California Gold Rush Trail. We're standing in the middle of a native brome pasture that we use for hay here at the ranch. So we'll be putting this pasture right here up in hay shortly. And right behind me is our newly acquired hay pasture that we just purchased in the fall, and so we'll be putting up hay there as well. I looked in the dictionary last night about heritage and legacies, and it seems like they both had kind of the same definition. You pass on something to successors. And what we're trying to do here with this ranch is preserve a way of life that a lot of people don't have access to anymore. And that includes our horseback riding programs, the preservation of our prairie and opening it up to the public to enjoy, and we have all sorts of things here that are of historical significance. I'm a fourth generation farmer rancher, and that means that my family has been doing this on my mother's side for over 100 years. My grandfather and great-grandfather raised cattle and also raised and raced stock horses, and they also raised some beautiful Percher and draft horses. And they took these draft horses and traveled all over the Midwest and showed them. They developed quite a clientele, a good reputation for horseflesh, and one of their customers was J.C. Penney himself, that would come over from his farm in Missouri and buy draft horse pairs from us. So history goes back a long ways, getting back to the legacies and the heritages. That's something that my family has passed on to me, and I hope to pass it on to future generations. And that's kind of what it's all about, trying to educate folks on how we got to this point, and the different struggles and the rich histories involved in trying to maintain and preserve these ranches and these lifestyles here in Northeast Kansas. Even though this barn was built back in 1861, we still use this barn today. We've had it restored, and if you go up into the upper loft of the barn, you'll find that we've stored some small square bales up there. So it's still being used by us. And we're pretty excited about that. We still use a county well that we have that's over here. County wells were created during the Depression, and we use that water and pump it up the hill for a water source at our ranch.
Stay tuned to meet the real stars of Dancing Star Ranch, the horses.
Tar Waters has what you need for all seasons for around the farm and home. Working, hunting, growing, feeding, snow removal, even fun for the kids. And a service department with experienced techs to help keep your equipment in top running condition. Tar Waters has a huge selection and the best prices. Tar Water Farm and Home, family owned and operated since 1978. They have what you need. Soil is the life of a farm, and for 25 years, SureCrop Liquid Crop Nutrition has helped growers produce abundant quality crops while preserving and improving the soils they steward. SureCrop offers complete soil and plant analysis with cropping recommendations, delivery direct to your on-farm storage, and quality crop nutrition custom blended for your field. Choose SureCrop for the assurance of excellence for your soil. Call today or visit their website for more information.
Dr. Dan here. Whether I'm driving up and down the roads covering the state of Kansas, or I'm getting between Riley and Manhattan for my job, I'm driving a Ford truck. I'd like you to come out and visit my friends here at Dick Edwards Ford. They have a truck that'll suit your needs, whether you're looking for power with a Power Stroke diesel, or if you're looking for fuel efficiency with the new EcoBoost engine, they got a truck that's just right for you. They're located 2 miles east of the Town Center Mall in Manhattan, Kansas, and they'll bend over backwards to help you. And I'll see you.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Welcome back to That's My Farm. We're going to be on the Dancing Star Ranch where we're going to meet some of the real stars and we're going to talk about some of their resumes.
Here we are in the main barn of the Dancing Star Ranch. We're located on the Oregon Trail and on the historic California Gold Rush trails. And we wanted to talk just a little bit about the horses at the Dancing Star Ranch, the horses that we use for our riding programs. And I tell folks that every horse we use in our riding programs has some sort of a resume. And we can start with Callie right here. She's down here eating her alfalfa, but she's been a Sunflower Games dressage medalist. She's also been shown at showmanship, and she's been shown in English classes as well, and has won. So she's pretty versatile. She's cow horse bred, and we've shown her at cutting as well. We go out and we work cattle with her. She's driven a bull up a ravine, so she pushed a bull up a ravine with her chest. So she's got a big heart, and she loves kids and loves adults, and we use her for all levels of riders. We use her for the very, very beginning riders on up to intermediate and advanced adults. So she automatically adjusts to the level of rider that she's got on her back. So she's really a great horse for our program. And some of our other horses that we have, Cowboy is our oldest lesson horse. I think we've got him out in the outdoor arena right now, but he's 30 years old this year. And if you figure that in human years, he's over 100 years old. But he's kind of like the ever-ready bunny. He takes a licking and keeps on ticking. And last night he made two little youth riders very happy in our youth riding program. So he really loves to be useful and pack around riders of all ages. We also have an AQHA Superior Western horse that's also won a lot of circuit awards and Kansas State Buckskin Association year-end high point titles and that sort of thing in the open classes that they have. And we use him for intermediate riders, and he's further down the aisle. He's in stall number 3. We also have another pretty good sized quarter horse that we use for intermediate riders that has some AQHA points on him and circuit points. We have a horse in our arena, I think that you might have seen in another segment, an Arabian who is on loan to us from one of our barn hands, and he's been shown in dressage and English. And we also have a two-time reserve world champion Palomino cutting horse. Mikey is his nickname, and he's in stall number 1, and we use him for intermediate riders. So like I said, that's only showcases just a few of our horses, but everybody, like I said, everybody here that we put a rider on has some kind of a resume, and we think that riders need that kind of experience so that they can learn more quickly. And that's kind of the backbone of the horse situation in our riding programs.
After the break, we're going to see how they feed the horses.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply. Purple Wave is a proud supporter of the Kansas FFA through the Bid for Blue program. Purple Wave donates a portion of the proceeds earned on certain ag assets to the Kansas FFA. Winning bidders can designate a Kansas chapter to receive the donation. To date, Purple Wave is proud to have donated over $10,000. Visit purplewave.com to learn more and to place bids on Bid for Blue assets. Purple Wave Auction. Straight, simple, sold.
Get ready for the Kicker Country Stampede presented by Verizon Wireless, starring Jason Aldean, Trace Atkins. 4 days of camping and country music at Country Stampede, Little Big Town. The female vocalist of the year, Miranda Lambert. Country Stampede. Take advantage of our current pricing. Advanced pricing for a 4-day ticket is $135. Prices go up June 26. More info at countrystampede.com.
Hi there, I'm Dr. Dan Thompson from Doc Talk, and I'm excited to team up with Vance Publishing to honor some of the youngest and brightest professionals in agriculture today. And you can help us by nominating someone you may know. If you know somebody under the age of 40 that excels in animal production or food animal agriculture, food safety, transportation, or others, you can go to doctalktv.com and nominate someone for this award. Help us honor those who help us feed the world for generations to come, and I'll see you down the road.
American innovation is being driven in places you might not expect by people like Brent Hayek, an Oklahoma family farmer, who recently set a world land speed record in a Ford Super Duty pickup truck powered by renewable B20 biodiesel. Advanced performance is here, now, putting America on the fast track to more jobs and energy independence. Biodiesel, America's advanced biofuel.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Wildcat Feeds, specializing in custom blended nutrition.
Welcome back to That's My Farm, where we're at the Dancing Star Ranch. In this segment, we're going to learn about how they procure quality hay, and we're going to talk about the feeding program for their horses.
We're going to talk about hay here at the Dancing Star Ranch in Tecumseh, Kansas, and we are on the historical Oregon Trail and California Gold Rush trails. We have square bales that we feed here, and we also have large round bales. I'm standing in the middle of our hay barn. We built a 60 by 80 foot hay barn a couple of years ago for the purpose of trying to store enough hay to give us at least a year's supply of hay here at the ranch. Right now we store mostly square bales here, and I'm standing in front of a stack of square bales of fertilized brome hay. They're pretty heavy bales. They probably weigh about 80 pounds apiece. They are nylon tied. If that probably makes that might make some sense to some folks. There's sisal tied and there's nylon tied square bales, and there's also wire tied square bales. And these are nylon tied. These bales come from a hay pasture right down the road from us. We buy that entire field when it's put up. And the fellow that puts up those square bales loads them on the trailer for us, and we haul the trailers back here and we unload them. And usually that field yields about 1,000 bales, plus or minus. We will probably do that in late June, early July this year, depending upon Mother Nature, of course. We also put up round bales, and we put up round bales here on our own farm, and we partner with someone who comes in and they'll use some of our equipment and some of their equipment to get it done. Last year we yielded 75 round bales from our land, and it's mostly prairie hay round bales, but there are some prairie brome mixes as well in some of our pastures. And so we try to feed round bales whenever we can. We usually feed round bales in the wintertime, but we've been in a drought here for the last couple of years, and so we find that we're feeding round bales more and more all year long just because of how dry we've been. Once again, the more round bales we can feed, the less square bales we have to use, but we still have to use square bales. We use a forklift with some huge platforms that we've made, and we'll pull a hay trailer in, and we'll have a crew of 2 people on the hay trailer, and they will unload some hay onto the platform, and then the forklift person takes it over to the stack, and we have a crew in the stack, and so it gets stacked by the people in the haystack. That way no one has to do a whole lot of hard work. It's still sweaty, hard work, but we try to work as smart as we can, we're always trying to think of ways to do things better and smarter. Each year we try to fertilize our brome pastures, and we also have, as of about 2 years ago, we started fertilizing our prairie pastures with the manure that we have out of the barn. So we've got 2 different manure spreaders that are ground driven, and we try to do that. And I have noticed a difference in the quality of the grass in our prairie hay pastures.
Stay tuned after the break to visit that indoor riding arena at the Dancing Star Ranch.
Valley Vet Supply is devoted to providing information and professional quality products at reasonable prices.
Valley Vet Supply.
Roy Fry Western Lifestyles brings the cowboy or cowgirl out in all of us. With a huge selection of must-have items, it doesn't matter if you're shopping for your horse, picking up some Western accessories to add that rustic charm to your home, or simply treating yourself. The knowledge and expertise to dress you your Western best is right here at Roy Fry Western Lifestyles, Highway 24 and Kansas Avenue in Topeka.
Ag AM in Kansas is brought to you in part by Kansas Pork Association, assisting producers and informing consumers.
And now here's another gardening tip with Dave Jackson.
Did you know that dandelions can be killed in your yard with a product made by Furloam called Weed Out, and you don't have to fertilize your lawn? So if you're worried about your lawn getting too high and too tall too quick with too much fertilizer, come in and ask for some Furloam Weed Out without lawn fertilizer to kill your dandelion.
Our annual Mixer Match flat sale is underway. Plant 48 homegrown annuals for just $18.99. Save 35%.
I'm Dennis Tebow. My wife and I, Kathy, are the owners of Wolf Creek Cattle Company. We have grown to approximately 70 bulls.
I'm Reese Arnold. I'm the livestock manager at Wolf Creek Cattle Company. You know, these are not just like normal cattle. These cattle, they're hauled anywhere from, 8 to 10 hours a day across the United States and asked to perform. The Multi-Man 90 keeps them kind of level. It maintains and balances their system. The stress level is less when, when everything's right and working right, then they're working right.
That's My Farm is brought to you in part by Tallgrass Commodities, big enough to serve, small enough to care.
Welcome back to That's My Farm, where we're at the Dancing Star Ranch. We're going to go into their indoor riding arena. In this segment, we're also going to talk about riding lessons for people who love horses. We're also going to talk about some of their summer camp opportunities for people of all ages, from youth to teens.
Hi, welcome back to the Dancing Star Ranch, located outside of Tecumseh, Kansas, on the historical Oregon and California Gold Rush trails.
Tell us about the arena and how it's used.
Okay, well, we have here at the ranch, we have an indoor arena, and that's where we're at right now. It's a 90 by 120 arena. We also have a big outdoor arena that's 150 by 150. We have 2 big outside round pens as well. But we spend a lot of time here in the indoor arena using the arena for riding programs. And we have youth riding programs. We've got an after-school riding program that we do in cooperation with the Shawnee County Parks and Rec. We have a novice adult riding program that we have in cooperation with Shawnee County Parks and Rec. We also do private lessons, semi-private lessons, and group lessons just through the ranch directly. Last year I counted, and it looked like we had 180 different children in our riding programs and lesson programs that we had. So we had a busy year last year, and it looks like we're going to be just about as busy this year. We've got some adults as well. I'm thinking last year we had around 30 adults that rode. So it's a busy time at the ranch. Last week we averaged 30 rides in the week, and that would include maybe someone that came twice in a program to ride, but I just count each individual time as a ride. So that's quite a bit of riding so far, given that we're still early in the year. We will also use this arena and of course the rest of our ranch when we have our summer camps this summer. We will have one open summer camp for youth, and that will be for ages 5 and up. And then we're also going to have 2 teen camps. And the teen camps are going to be in cooperation with the Shawnee County Department of Parks and Rec again. We've held these camps for several years now, and we have a lot of return riders every year. And we call it a horse camp. They get to do lots of riding, but they also get to learn about the horses. And so we have veterinarians come in and talk about vet care. We have feed specialists come in and talk about horse nutrition and how we have to feed the horses. We have a horse dentist come in and show them what horse dental care is all about. We also do horse hoof care. We do hayrack rides. We're always trying to come up with something new and fun to show everybody and try to educate everyone. We're also on the Oregon Trail and the California Gold Rush Trail. So we try to incorporate some historical education as well. So I kind of call it the party on the prairie. We try to take folks out when the weather is good to see our native grasslands. We show them our buffalo wallers. We show them the covered wagon swales. We do wildflower tours and show them the different wildflowers. And most of the time we know what the names of them are. Sometimes we run into one that we've got to go back and look up what the flower is. But we try to incorporate a lot of history into what we're doing here. And boy, that's, in a nutshell, that's kind of what we do.
Hey, thanks for joining me today at Dancing Star Ranch on That's My Farm. If you want to see this show again or other That's My Farm episodes, You can go to the website at www.agaminkansas.com, and I'll see you down the road.
Closed captioning brought to you by Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff Progress, powered by Kansas farmers.